Morning,
Morning.
Chairperson.
No, thank you very much. Hello, everybody.
Chairperson, morning.
Morning. Am I audible?
Yes,
Morning, Chair. We are fine. Thank you.
Saphila baba.
Oh, no, siyabonga. Mthubani.
Ya kunjalo nje. Kwelika banana, kwelika moba.
Bathi ngithole kanzima lapha.
Ungamsayithinta leyo baba Mahlang. Uqhuma udelmede lapha yana kunzima.
Isithembu esinzima lapha. Isithembu asisithembu sakamselela.
Tikenethi sithando sami esikhathi hayi kunzima sisi.
Isithembu esinzima.
Sithembe mhlolo.
Sidonsa ngodizili madoda kithi sithandazise. Hey. Ura.
Yes.
Ura.
No problem.
Morning.
Yes, are you there, Advocate Phindela?
Yes, Chair, we do have a quorum. We may proceed with the meeting.
We can proceed to the meeting.
Yes,
Thank
Chair.
you very much. The agenda is in front of all of us. Agenda items is 1 to 9. The agenda is pretty standard, but can we have a mover for the adoption of the agenda?
Lindway Baby moves, Chairperson.
BB moves. Any seconder?
Bartlett second, Chair.
Bartlett seconds. Thank you very much. The agenda is so adopted. We'll proceed to apologies, having welcomed everybody and expressing hope that everybody enjoyed the elections. Now that these are behind us, never truly so really, but now that we're done with the elections, we're looking forward to do all the work that is related to the work of building our own country and really ensuring that we advance to a brighter future. Having welcomed everybody, let's go to apologies. Advocate Phindela.
Chair, I was informed that Honorable Nyambi is not available. Honorable Ngonya is also attending the CPA conference.
Chair.
Yes.
Honorable Chief Whip is at airport trying to find a spot. He'll be connecting very soon.
Who's that again? Chief
And
Whip.
Tate Mohai, the Chief Whip.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks. I've just connected. Thanks, Medical Lady, for that note.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
We're back. Back in. Thank you very much. Any other apology? This thing has this thing now.
Are we still there?
Yes, Honorable Dango.
Okay, I thought we.
No, it's quiet.
Good
I'm
morning.
not sure what's happening.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Honorable Dango.
No, I don't want to use this. I want to use this.
Chair, are you there? Advocate, can you assist, please?
They are saying in the chat that the chairperson is changing devices. So it seems he will be back now.
Oh, the deputy chair, you are around. So a seamless transition, deputy chair. When the chair devices are failing, the deputy chair should rise.
I was not requested by the chair. So
Yes,
it's
let's continue.
Thank you.
Let's continue. Hello, am I audible?
Yes,
You
you
are-
are now.
you
Chair.
are chairperson, you are
Okay.
audible and
Having a slight problem here. Hope it will come right one day when the tricks are gone and the world is a better place. Let's we've done it with apologies. I guess we've done it with apologies. Let's move to the minutes. Let's look at page 1. Minutes, page 1. Any corrections?
Honorable Chair.
Page 1. Page 2. Any corrections on page 2? Any corrections on page 3? Maybe on page 2 there, just to say that under 5, it says that there are no matters arising. I think it would be better crafted if you just were to say, see matters arising and the relevant action list. Even if the meeting was very brief and so on, there are always matters arising in our program in general. Page 3, any corrections on page 3? I was not sure about paragraph 2 on page 3. It seemed to me to need some rephrasing, Advocate Phindela, so that really it makes a bit of sense. When I read it, I thought there was something missing there. It may not be fundamental, but rephrasing that would go a long way towards ensuring that we have more accurate minutes. I don't know. Please look at it.
Yes,
Paragraph
yes,
4.
I think you are correct in the issue of paragraph 2, because it is not making sense as it is captured there. So,
Yes.
mm.
Yes, any other comment? Any other comment? Paragraph 3 there. It was proposed, the last sentence, it was proposed that there should be no meetings considered on this date, but committees that could be that are compelled to do so, to meet, just to remove through, will exercise and remove its, will exercise their discretion.
It's down.
Yeah, that can also be corrected. And under 7 there, the first, the only sentence there, the report on select committee business was presented and tabled by the House chairperson of committees. But that's not the measure. I'm sure we can do it without that. Okay, any other correction or comment? Are we happy? Let's go to page 4, corrections. Page 4, corrections, none. Can we then move on to adoption of the minutes?
Move to adopt with the corrections, Chairperson.
And moving,
Dango,
Dango moves. And the
Lindwe
second,
PP seconds with amendments,
seconds,
corrections.
looking about minor amendments. Thank you very much. We're done with the minutes. Advocate Phindela, please take us through the action list.
Morning, morning, Chairperson and honorable members. I will be taking the meeting through the action list.
And who are you here? Ononyan.
Yes, sir.
Please proceed, Ben.
On the 9th of September, the council had a plenary. On the date on the devolution of the South Africa, 10th of September, there was the National Branch and the Commonwealth Parliamentarians chapter, which also took place. From the 14th to the 17th of September, there were committee meetings, and the constituency period started on the 20th to the 29th, 20th of September to the 29th of October. That's the end of the action list, Chairperson.
Thank you very much. So all of the tasks were carried out. Any comment from anyone? No, thank you very much. Let's pass that and move on to consideration of the draft parliamentary program. Honorable member responsible, please take us through. That's
Jadu.
Honorable Njadu, yes, please take us through. I saw Honorable Njadu earlier on in the system. Honorable Njadu.
Chairperson,
Can you assist?
Chairperson, it appears that Honorable Njadu is disconnected.
Yeah, but can we get Honorable Chief Whip then to do the honors? Honorable Chief Whip.
I will suggest that the advocate take us through the program, Chair.
Okay.
That's the best way to handle the program.
Thank you very much. Honorable,
Thanks.
Honorable Mohai, thank you very much. Let's go to Advocate Phindela. The program that is in front of all of us. Just take us from page to page, given the problem that we're having at the moment, Advocate.
Okay, Chair, I will do so. I'm just still opening the program, Chair.
Yeah, please proceed.
Okay, thank you very much, honorable members. The program as presented, we have circulated the program. The WIPARU also met yesterday and dealt with the program. Today, Chairperson, we have the program committee meeting, and we do have also the select committees that are meeting, and in particular, the select committee on appropriations and the select committee on finance. They will be dealing with the medium-term budget policy statement. There will be a lockup with the members of the Joint Standing Committee on Finance and Appropriation and Select Committee on Finance. And on Friday, Chair, we do have other committees that will also be meeting. The meeting of the Select Committee on Appropriations and Select Committee on Finance will continue. Then on the 16th of November, we'll have the ministerial briefing on school dropout, and the topic would be towards a comprehensive national dropout management and prevention plan. We also do have the meetings of the select committees, and the meetings of the Select Committee on Appropriations and Select Committee on Finance will also continue. And on the 17th of November, we'll have a plenary commencing at 1400 hours, the debate on teenage pregnancy, taking decisive measures to deal with teenage pregnancy and the rape of young girls in our communities. We will continue with committee meetings. Then on the 18th of November, we have a sitting commencing at 1400 hours. It will be questions to the Deputy President. We will also have the committee meetings that are reflected on the last column. Then we will have at 1400 hours also the Western Cape Province Traditional Men's Parliament, as well as immediately after the plenary, the subcommittee on review of council rules. Then on the 19th of November, we'll have the Western Cape Traditional Men's Parliament. Then on the 23rd of November, we'll have the ministerial briefing commencing at 10 o'clock until 15:45. The ministerial briefing would be on the fiscal and economic impact on the July 2021 public violence, looting and destruction of property. Measures to mitigate against the fiscal and economic impact of the recent public violence, looting and destruction of property. We will also have those committee meetings that would be running, Chair. We request that members of the chairpersons of the select committees take note of the times allocated to the committees. We will also, on the 24th of November, have a sitting, as well as the Provincial Whips Forum and the Joint Committee of Chairpersons meeting. The plenary will deal with those items that are reflected, Chairperson, particularly consideration of the second special appropriation bill, consideration of the Select Committee on Finance report on the revised fiscal framework and revenue proposals. Members will also notice that the National Assembly will be dealing with the same item on the same day. Then we will have the debate on positioning state-owned enterprises as the main catalyst for growth and development in South Africa, as well as the committee meetings that are reflected on the program. Then on the 25th, we'll have the program committee meeting. If the program is to be amended, we'll also have multi-party women's caucus, as well as the sitting at 1400 hours, questions to cluster 2A, social services, basic education, higher education, science and innovation, as well as the meetings of the committees reflected on the last column of the program. Then on the 26th of November, Chairperson will have a joint sitting, the debate on 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, as well as those meetings of committees reflected thereon. Then on the 30th of November, we'll have a plenary, questions to cluster 2B, social services. We'll deal with health, as well as social development, as well as the meetings of committees reflected thereon. Then on the 1st of December, we'll continue with questions to social cluster, and we'll deal with sports, arts and culture, human settlements, water and sanitation. We are also proposing to have the rules committee meeting to consider the amendment to the rules immediately after the sitting. The committees will continue to meet, and of particular importance would be the briefing of provinces on the 2021 Division of Revenue Amendment Bill. Then on the 2nd of December, we'll have multi-party women's caucus, as well as those meetings that are reflected of committees. Then on the 3rd of December, Chair will have the Charlotte Makleke lecture, as well as the committees reflected on the program. We will then, on the 7th of December, Chairperson, have the debate on the Division of Revenue Second Amendment Bill. The sitting will commence at 10 o'clock. Then the committees will start sitting at 1400 hours. Then on the 8th of December, Chair, we will have the Provincial Whips meeting. On the 9th, we will have the Program Committee meeting, as well as party caucuses at 10 o'clock. Then at 1400 hours, we will have the annual address to the National Council of Provinces by the Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa. Then the committees, as well as the meetings of committees reflected thereon. Then on the 14th of December, Chair, we will have a sitting. The sitting is intended to deal with all other bills that committees might have finalized by that period. Then we will have the committees also sitting on the 14th of December. Of particular importance would be the Select Committee on Appropriations to consider the Adjustment Appropriation Bill and proposed Division of Revenue and conditional grant allocations to provinces and local government. And on the 15th of December, Chair, we'll have a sitting, consideration of the report of the Select Committee on Appropriations on the proposed Division of Revenue and the conditional grants allocated to provinces and local government, as well as consideration of Adjustment Appropriation Bill. And lastly, we will have farewell speeches. That will take us to the end of the formal program. The constituency period is due to start on the 16th of December to the 24th of December, and the leave period from the 27th of December to the 28th of January. We must also indicate, Chair, that we are also looking at the possibility of having the joint program committee so as to consider the program framework for the year 2022. Thank you very much, Chair. That takes me to the end of the presentation on the program.
Thank you very much, Phindela. Are there any comments on the program? As reported, the whips did meet and issues were considered. Now is our turn. Any comment?
Chairperson, I've raised my hand, but I don't know whether you have noticed.
I couldn't see it here.
Yes, okay. No, it's fine. Chair, just one issue that I want to one or two issues that I want to highlight. First of all, is a footnote that we must just possibly put in the issue of the IPU. That will be from the 24th. We will be gone from the 24th of November, and up until the 2nd of December. I think just as a footnote, the issue of the IPU, that is the one issue. Secondly, the 16 days of activism of against violence against women and other groups will be opened by the joint debate on the 26th of November. But I think there was also a request, and I will just follow up. There was also a request from the Ministry of Women to kind of report in the NCOP on the progress made with the National Strategic Plan. I will just follow up on that, but I think as part of our 16 days program, I just want to the programming web as well as Advocate Phindela to take note that we will request that at least that one activity be included in the. I see there is a house sitting somewhere under 30 or something. Possibly we can also use that if at all it's possible, but we will discuss it. I'm sorry that I didn't bring it before, but they told me that they have put such a request, as that is now the Ministry of Women. Thank you.
Can you note that? Any other comment?
Chairperson,
Chief Whip Phindela.
Chairperson, with your permission, I think we have left about if that would be suitable, Deputy Chair, but we can pursue that matter after this meeting. I think we have about 2 days. One of them being the 2nd of December, where we will probably we do not have any sitting. Perhaps we can look at the 2nd of December and include that program on that day. But as I have indicated, Chair, we can pursue the matter after the meeting.
Okay, no, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. So the points are therefore covered, they're noted, and issues will be pursued outside of the meeting. But unless Njadu and the Chief would want to say something.
Thank you, Chair. My apologies for I've been.
Don't worry, I had to go through the same process.
No, thank you.
So
No, Chair, I think it's all covered, Chairperson. So I'm happy. Thank you very much, Chair.
Okay, Chief Whip.
Chair, I also agree with the programming whip that the advocate pointed out critical areas of our program, and this represents our recommendation from the Whipari meeting. Of course, there are specific issues that we'll attend to in some of the forums